Jack Ryan Season 3 is by far the best season of Jack Ryan, the TV show. First off, everybody named Shalice, let me personally talk about my personal opinions about Jack Ryan, the TV show. Here's the thing. I didn't care for this show all too much. Season 1 had the origin story in a sense of Jack Ryan. We had the romance of the love interest that went absolutely nowhere, that they completely ignore in future seasons. Season 1 also had the Muslim terrorists. It was just a standard spy drama. It was a standard okay origin story for Jack Ryan, the TV show. I gave it a B minus. It was not my favorite season. Season 2 happened to Jack Ryan, and that was a straight up abomination. Jack Ryan was basically James freaking Bond. He infiltrated Venezuelan palace. It's just ridiculous. Jack Ryan Season 2 was an abomination to all Jack Ryan. It was an abomination to all Tom Clancy novels. It was atrocious. I gave it a D+. It was not passing, and I was not looking forward to Season 3. I was, okay, let's see how badly they butchered it. But surprisingly, Jack Ryan Season 3 is the best season of Jack Ryan. And I'm saying that by far. This is a B+, A- season. You know why? 8 episodes, and 8 episodes is strictly going for the story. The story is everything. There ain't no romance. There ain't no ridiculous plot lines. Jack Ryan ain't going inside the Kremlin, taking out the Russian president, and saying, America, fuck yeah. I mean, Jack Ryan in this show is the most... John Krasinski, this is his best performance as Jack Ryan because how he's written. This is probably the funniest season of Jack Ryan. Probably had the best villains. And the thing is, so what's this story about? Well, there's this plot of a coup in Russia to take over the Russian presidency and to establish the Russians as a powerful force inside of all of Europe, and to take over and to show the America that you are not the monster, you're not the most evilest country in the world, you're not the most hated, everyone has dreams about you at night and they're worried about you. No, we are. And I love the storyline of this season because it really contemplates what happened in the real world. Czech Republic is... The storyline features with a Czech Republic woman president, and the thing is, she's being pulled by both sides of America and NATO. America, NATO, and Russia. One side thinks there's a puppet of the other, and she's caught in between them. And the thing is, though, there's a part of the Russian front that's part of the old KGB. Before the wall was torn down, they want Russia to be back again. And they're willing to betray their own president. They're willing to do some sneaky stuff to get Russia and America against each other so they can start another world war. So Jack Ryan in this entire season is basically... He has... this TV show has a plot line of the Sum of All Fears with Ben Affleck, and it has a little bit of the Hunt for Red October in it. So 2 great Jack Ryan movies integrated some of their story elements into this Jack Ryan season, gives it an automatic A- for me. This is hands down the best season of Jack Ryan. I gotta say that for 8 episodes, they did focus none on filler. Everything was going towards story. Everything was forward to the plot. Not one single second, not one single instance that I think like, man, I am bored. Man, this shit doesn't make sense. I found myself constantly in the previous season 1. There was a scene where these Muslims the Muslim terrorists, they give the Americans like the dead bodies for a fee, and the thing is, though, the Americans just take the dead bodies into the camp, but they don't open it up, and next thing you know, you get some guy with stitching where you open up the bodies and there's guns in the guy's body. I'm like, really? We're going for that silly shit? Okay. And then season 2, the whole Venezuela thing was just terrible with Jack Ryan entering again the Venezuelan going against the president of Venezuela. It was just ugh. But this entire season had something from the movies that were really good, from the storylines that were from the books of Tom Clancy, and they integrated into the TV show. And that's what made this show great. That's what made this season the best season of Jack Ryan. If I had to do a rankings of this is right up there with some of the best movies of Jack Ryan. I love this season. I think this is very, very... I don't know if I want to say it is a great season. I'm going to say incorrect. It's a great season of Jack Ryan. This is what Jack Ryan should have always been about. You don't have to see season 1 or season 2. Just see this season and you'll get who Jack Ryan is. And in my personal opinion, I recommend don't see season 1 or season 2. Just go to season 3 because this will develop it more. Maybe you could go to season 1 to see the relationship between Jack Ryan and Jim Greer. But to me, skip the first season, skip the second season. they're not worthy compared to this season. Season 3 is by far the best. And again, I want to say this offhand. Considering what's happening with Ukraine right now, how Ukraine president is in a war with Russia and NATO is helping and America is helping the freaking Ukrainian president, well, there's some real life elements that are integrated with the TV show. Again, you have a Czech Republic that they're torn between NATO and America and freaking Russia. They don't want to be a puppet for either side. You could say the same circumstance for the Ukrainian president. You could say the same instance for any one of these situations. And in reality, you gotta look to yourself. How did this season also is so great because the fact is it'll make you think about what's happening in the real world with Russia, Ukraine, America. Like what's really going behind the scenes? Is everybody just blaming Putin just because he's an evil guy? He is a fucking evil guy. But is America is as good as goody two shoe as we want it to be, or do we have our own self interest with Ukraine and all that stuff? And with the thing with NATO, there's no good to me in this show, in the TV show, and from reality. It really makes you think about the parallels between what's happening in the real world and what's happening in the fake world of Jack Ryan. So Jack Ryan season 3 is a must watch. It's a it is an absolute must watch. This is by far a fantastic season of Jack Ryan that respected his lore, respected his character, that made the previous seasons look like shit compared to them, and also the fact is it uses real world events that compared to the fake world. It's just awesome. So to me, Jack Ryan season 3 is a must-watch A+. This is a downright return to form. I know there will be only a season 4. I'm not excited for a season 4 either way because I'm just thinking, oh, the writers are going to butcher the season 4, the final season. But to me, if there's any season of Jack Ryan you must watch right now, it's season 3. So my personal opinion, everybody, watch season 3 of Jack Ryan. But what's your personal opinion? Do you think it's a bad season of Jack Ryan? You think you like season 2 more? You think you like season 1 more? What's your personal opinion of Jack Ryan season 3? Name's Release and offered everybody. Bye bye.